And you want to be my latex salesman.
At 71, Jerry Seinfeld, the man who made the world laugh with his keen observations and unmatched comedic timing, is facing a reality far beyond the stage lights and applause. For decades, fans have admired his wit, his ability to turn the simplest moments into comedy gold, and his uncanny knack for finding humor in everyday life. But behind the jokes, behind the camera, something deeply unsettling has been unfolding, something that no punchline can fix. In recent months, those closest to Jerry have noticed subtle changes. Moments of confusion that were once rare have become more frequent. Familiar faces, names, and even cherished memories are beginning to fade. For a man whose career was built on sharp awareness and the intricacies of human behavior, the realization that he can no longer reliably recognize his own family has been devastating. Friends describe the heartbreak of seeing someone so vibrant and mentally agile struggle with tasks that were once second nature. The diagnosis, revealed quietly by his family, has sent shockwaves through Hollywood and left fans around the world deeply concerned. It's a stark reminder that even those who seem larger than life are vulnerable to the challenges of aging and neurological conditions. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes of Jerry Seinfeld's life, exploring the moments leading up to this heartbreaking revelation, the impact it's had on his family, and the way those who love him are coping with a reality that not even comedy can soften. Even the sharpest minds can face moments of vulnerability. And for Jerry Seinfeld, these moments began to appear subtly, almost imperceptibly, over the last few years. Close friends and family noticed small lapses, forgetting names, misplacing items, or repeating the same question multiple times. At first, these incidents were dismissed as the normal forgetfulness that accompanies aging. Jerry himself brushed them off, attributing them to the chaos of a life constantly in motion. But as the months passed, the signs grew harder to ignore. During family gatherings, Jerry would sometimes struggle to recall the names of his children or the sequence of events from a past vacation. While he still possessed the charisma and humor that had defined his career, those closest to him sensed a shift, a subtle dimming of the sharp mental edge that had always been his trademark. Friends who visited him noticed that conversations often took longer to follow. Jokes that once elicited immediate laughter now required additional context. For a comedian whose career relied on precision and timing, the change was unmistakable. Even on the set of projects he continued to be involved in, crew members observed moments where Jerry seemed disoriented, unsure of the flow of a scene, or lost in thought for longer than usual. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, his family encouraged him to undergo a thorough medical evaluation. The results, when they arrived, confirmed their fears. Jerry was facing the early stages of a neurological condition that affected memory and cognitive function. While the diagnosis did not strip him of his personality, it explained the confusion and memory lapses that had become increasingly apparent. For his family, the news was crushing. To see a man who had brought so much joy to millions struggle with something so intimate, his memory, his recognition of those he loved most, was almost unbearable. They knew that life as they had known it would be changing. Small gestures of affection, casual conversations, and even routine family activities would now require more patience and understanding. Despite the heartbreak, Jerry's resilience has been evident. He continues to engage with his family, finding comfort in routines and in the support of those around him. He's also leaned on his lifelong love of comedy, using humor as a bridge to navigate moments of confusion. In private moments, however, the frustration and sadness are unmistakable. The man who spent decades observing the quirks of life now faces the profound challenge of observing his own fading memories. Jerry Seinfeld's life is not just about loss, it's about adaptation, family, and the human spirit. The journey ahead will test him and those who love him, but it also underscores the importance of compassion, patience, and the enduring bonds that laughter alone cannot replace. For Jerry Seinfeld's family, the diagnosis was nothing short of devastating. Those closest to him had always seen him as a pillar of wit and intelligence, a man whose humor brought light into every room. But now, seeing him struggle with memory and recognition reshaped every interaction. Simple moments, like sharing a joke over dinner or recalling a family vacation, became tinged with uncertainty. His children, who had grown up with his larger-than-life presence, found themselves facing an emotional reality they were unprepared for. Friends described the difficulty of balancing empathy with normalcy. Longtime collaborators, fellow comedians, and close friends all noticed a shift not in Jerry's spirit, which remained resilient, but in the way he interacted with the world. Conversations that once flowed effortlessly now required careful pacing and frequent reminders. During private visits, friends would often pause, unsure whether to correct a memory lapse or let it pass, aware that each moment of recognition could be fleeting. For the family, the emotional toll was significant. Spouses, children, and even extended relatives experienced a mix of grief, frustration, and determination. Many spoke privately about the heartbreak of seeing someone so vibrant struggle with the most intimate aspects of life, remembering birthdays, recalling shared experiences, and recognizing loved ones at a glance. Every lapse was a reminder of how fragile memory can be and how quickly life can change, even for someone seemingly larger than life. Despite the challenges, Jerry's family rallied around him, creating an environment of patience and understanding. They adapted routines, introduced cues and reminders, and focused on creating moments of joy that didn't rely on memory alone. Family dinners became more about presence than recollection. Vacations were planned with simplicity, and shared activities emphasized laughter over detail. In this new reality, the focus shifted from what was lost to what could still be cherished. Friends outside the family also played a crucial role. Many in Hollywood have spoken of their efforts to provide support without intrusion. Colleagues organized visits that were lighthearted and fun, allowing Jerry to engage without pressure. Comedy nights became less about performance and more about connection, reinforcing the idea that humor could remain a bridge even when memory faltered. Jerry himself has approached this period with a mix of vulnerability and resilience. Publicly, he continues to participate in interviews and projects, though with careful adjustments. Privately, he struggles with the frustration of forgetting familiar faces or events, and with the deep sadness that comes from moments of unintentional disconnection. Yet, even in the most challenging times, his love for life, comedy, and family has remained unwavering. Humor continues to serve as a coping mechanism, a way to navigate confusion and preserve connection in the face of loss. Even those who seem invincible are vulnerable to life's most profound challenges. His journey is a reminder of the importance of family, of compassion, and of cherishing every moment. While the diagnosis has altered his life in ways no one could have anticipated, it has also revealed a side of Jerry that is deeply human, resilient, loving, and determined to find joy despite heartbreak. For someone whose life has been defined by observation, wit, and precision, the onset of memory loss can be profoundly disorienting. Jerry Seinfeld, known worldwide for his sharp comedic timing and acute awareness of life's nuances, has faced this challenge head-on, though not without emotional strain. Behind the public persona of the comedian who made millions laugh, Jerry's private life has become a delicate balancing act, managing moments of confusion while maintaining his dignity and sense of self. Daily routines, once automatic, now require careful planning. Simple tasks like scheduling interviews, remembering names during conversations, or even keeping track of appointments demand constant attention. Jerry has reportedly incorporated structured habits into his life to mitigate the effects of his condition. Written reminders, digital calendars, and supportive family members play a central role in helping him navigate his days. Humor, unsurprisingly, remains his most powerful tool. When confusion strikes, Jerry often uses comedy as a buffer, turning potentially awkward or frustrating moments into shared laughter. Friends and family have observed that Jerry leans on familiar routines to maintain stability. Morning walks, coffee rituals, and interactions with close loved ones have become anchors. These small but significant rituals provide comfort, offering a sense of continuity in a life where memory lapses have started to intrude. Even in moments of disorientation, Jerry's instinct for observation, the very skill that made him a legendary comedian, remains intact, allowing him to find humor and meaning in everyday situations. Yet, the emotional weight of this reality is undeniable. Jerry has confided privately to close friends that the most difficult moments come when he realizes he cannot fully engage with the memories he once took for granted. Recalling a family event, a conversation, or even a simple joke can trigger frustration and sadness. He has admitted that while he can still laugh and make others laugh, the experience of forgetting familiar faces or moments leaves a void that humor alone cannot fill. Despite these challenges, Jerry's resilience shines through. He remains committed to staying active, both mentally and socially, and he surrounds himself with a support network that values patience and understanding. His family encourages him to continue pursuing his passions, attending events, and engaging in creative work activities that help preserve his sense of identity and purpose. Even in the most difficult moments, the comedian's love for life, observation, and humor provides him with a foundation to continue moving forward. Jerry Seinfeld's life highlights the complexity of navigating a neurological diagnosis while maintaining one's identity. It shows the delicate balance between vulnerability and strength, memory loss and humor, confusion and connection. Through it all, Jerry's journey reflects an extraordinary courage, the willingness to face an unpredictable future, while holding on to the essence of who he is. For fans, friends, and family, Jerry's struggle is both heartbreaking and inspiring. It is a reminder that even icons of comedy and culture are human, facing challenges that can touch anyone. And for Jerry, the fight is not just about memory, it's about preserving the laughter, love, and connections that define his life, proving that even in the face of heartbreak, the spirit can endure. As Jerry Seinfeld continues to navigate the challenges brought on by his diagnosis, the road ahead is both uncertain and filled with hope. While memory loss has altered the dynamics of his personal life, Jerry's determination to maintain connection, humor, and purpose remains unwavering. His family, friends, and fans watch closely, offering support and encouragement, and cherishing the moments they can share with him today. For his family, the focus is on adaptation. Simple adjustments have transformed their daily interactions into experiences that emphasize understanding and presence. Photos with names, consistent routines, and gentle reminders help Jerry feel grounded. These efforts not only assist with memory retention, but also strengthen bonds, proving that love and patience can mitigate the weight of cognitive decline. Family members have expressed that while the journey is emotionally challenging, it has also deepened their appreciation for the time they share, creating moments of connection that are often even more meaningful than before. Professionally, Jerry remains engaged in creative work, carefully balancing his commitments with self-care. Projects are structured to accommodate his needs, allowing him to continue contributing without overwhelming stress. Friends from the entertainment industry describe him as a figure of resilience, someone who faces life's unpredictability with humor and grace. Even on days when confusion may strike, Jerry's instinct for observation and comedy remains a guiding force, reminding him and those around him that joy and laughter are still very much present in his life. The diagnosis has also sparked broader conversations about aging, memory, and mental health in the public eye. Fans across the globe have expressed concern and empathy, and Jerry's story serves as a reminder that neurological conditions can touch anyone, regardless of status or success. By sharing his journey, even indirectly, Jerry humanizes the struggle, showing that vulnerability and courage can coexist. His situation encourages open discussions about memory loss, the importance of early diagnosis, and the value of family support, providing insight and comfort to countless others facing similar challenges. Despite the heartbreak, there is a sense of hope. Jerry's loved ones are committed to making the most of every moment, emphasizing quality over quantity and presence over perfection. Daily laughter, shared memories, and patient guidance offer a foundation for a meaningful life. Even amid uncertainty, Jerry himself demonstrates remarkable resilience, navigating each day with humor, courage, and an enduring love for the people and passions that define him. In the end, Jerry Seinfeld's story is not solely about loss, it is about adaptation, love, and the human spirit. It is a testament to the enduring power of family, friendship, and humor, showing that even when life changes in ways we cannot control, it is possible to find meaning, connection, and joy. For Jerry, the path forward will not be easy, but with support, patience, and laughter, there's hope that he can continue to live a life filled with the very qualities that have made him an icon: observation, humor, and an unwavering zest for life. They are reminded that while memory may fade, the essence of a person, the laughter, the love, the connections can endure. And for Jerry Seinfeld, that essence remains intact, lighting the way forward even in the face of heartbreak